As a flow-on from the previous mindfulness module that I just took you through, in this module, I would like to introduce the concept of values. We all have life values, and the research suggests that when we live life closer to our values, we can have a deeper sense of satisfaction and feeling content in our lives. If you've never heard about values, I've included this short video from Russ Harris, who practices and teaches acceptance and commitment therapy, a therapeutic approach that many psychologists and mental health professionals use. I've also included a handout for you to consider and fill out related to your values, which may then help with the following.
Values are basically your heart's deepest desires for how you want to behave as a human being, how you want to treat yourself or others or the world around you. And values can usually be said in one word: loving or kindness or caring or enthusiasm or fairness or honesty. So if you want to behave with the qualities of kindness and honesty and fairness, then they are your values. If you don't want to behave with those qualities, they're not your values. It's a personal choice. It's deep in your heart. What are the qualities you want to bring to your behavior right here and now and on an ongoing basis?
So once you have a sense of your core life values and the things that are fundamentally important to you, we can use these as guides for helping you make decisions related to what to do with your eating choices, and also whether to attend social events during this holiday period, or maybe to have as a guide as to how to anticipate the stressors and navigate them and those difficult situations that might come your way. So one of the helpful tips to consider: for all the stressful situations potentially, but particularly for what you may be anticipating for the holiday season, it could be helpful to reflect on these questions. Are my behaviours an attempt to manage my distress or anxiety or frustration, etc.? And does that focus on avoiding this feeling take me closer to the direction of my values and how I want to live life, or further away from those values? This is called the choice point. How do I want to show up to this occasion? What do I want to stand for? What values are important to me in this situation? So it's possible, with preparation and building up to a sense of clarity related to your values, that this may help ground you in something that when you look back on this time, you can feel proud of how you handled something or approached it and how you showed up to it, even if you couldn't control what happened and you felt discomfort and it was stressful, but you still lived it in your way according to your life values, and there may be satisfaction in that. So as an example, you may choose to show up to a family event knowing that there will be negative comments coming your way regarding your weight, or comments related to what you're choosing to eat or how much, aka Grandma Crystal. Doing your values exercises may have helped you uncover that in your friends and family domains, it's really important for you to have the following values: respect, support, and compassion. And you also realize that how you'd like to show up to things that are difficult is with courage and to be bold. So you may decide to go into the family event with courage, while also taking your friend anxiety along for the ride. And you may continue to show respect in your communication with your family members by saying hello, asking them questions, being polite in your interactions with them. You may attempt to find compassion for their position, which is that they are most likely coming from a place of support, that they think they're helping by making uncomfortable comments, and that they therefore themselves may be influenced by the same diet culture we're all in. Or perhaps you may also consider that their comments indicate their own inner battles with their body image and ideals regarding how to be on this planet. So you may be polite, but also let them know that you are working on changing some of your thoughts and beliefs regarding food and bodies. And if they'd ever like to have a chance to learn more about this, you would be more than happy to give them some book recommendations or podcasts or YouTube channels to watch and listen to. Or you might just have a chat with them about everything you've been learning. Now, as I describe all of that, it may sound very easy or simple, but of course, I haven't necessarily added that your anxiety could be through the roof, that they don't even really want to listen to what you think and that sort of stuff. But the thing I'm inviting you to consider is if we cannot change others, but can only change ourselves, then the more we focus on how we want to live this life and how we want to be when we're in those difficult situations, then the more we may be able to be closer to our values, even when our emotions are high and telling us to run away. And for that, we may just end up being super proud of ourselves. If I also link to this situation with the early module of preparation, you could even find it helpful to consider what has happened in the past years that you found difficult, or past social get-togethers, and then write down and workshop for yourself which values are fundamentally important to you in these situations. And imagine what could you say or do that would line up with those values. Because where we look is where we go. And this type of exercise can be really great at helping us to have it clear in our minds where we'd like to go, i.e. how we'd like to be in these situations. And it also is like a little mini imaginal rehearsal tool that can definitely be helpful too. So tied in with the practice of mindfulness, it also becomes easier and easier over time to choose actions related to our values in situations when we feel less connected to them or have an inner conflict about them.